Funny Brooks, take one.
What do dentists call their x-rays? Toothpicks. Did you hear about the first restaurant to open on the moon? It had great food, but absolutely no atmosphere. What did one ocean say to the other ocean? Nothing, just waved. Do you want to hear a construction joke? Sorry, I'm still working on it.
I don't get that one. What does that one mean?
Don't worry about it. Did you hear about the fire at the circus? It was intense.
Hey Brooks, we can't do any circus jokes. You know how it is with all those people. The clowns, they think it's insensitive. Brooks jokes, take 7.
What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One's a bit heavy and the other's a little lighter. What does a nosy pepper do? It gets jalapeno business.
Alright, I think we're good here. You can take off now. We have what we need.
Okay. Did I get the job?
No, you didn't get the job.
Hello and welcome to our group's final RCTV broadcast. It's an emotional one, so please bear with us.
Exactly. While you'll still have other groups to fill your RCTV needs, we are going to graduate.
Well, it was fun while it lasted, wasn't it, Brooks?
Very much so.
Tonight is the 14th annual RCTV Film Festival from 7 to 9 p.m. in the auditorium. Come by to see all the amazing productions we have done this past year and more.
Come hang out and walk the red carpet from 6:30, then find a seat at 6:30 as the doors open. Admission is free this year, so if you like to laugh, cry, and cry laughing, you won't want to miss.
Congrats to the FBLA students for an amazing job at State. That's the future business leaders of America, by the way. 21 students qualified for nationals in 12 events and 14 more students placed in the top 10. Rock Canyon was represented in the top 10 in 21 events. Way to go, Jags.
And props to our French students on their state and national level awards on National French Contest this year.
Pranav Power and Sana Sao were national silver medalists, and Lauren Vick was a national bronze medalist.
And great job goes out to the RCHS Mathematicians and Scientists National Teams, the test of engineering aptitude, mathematics, and science. All of our teams placed in the top 10 in the state of Colorado.
Cancer, unfortunately, has touched many of us in different ways, and although they are becoming more and more treatable, they lessen the quality of life for many individuals. We interviewed Lexi Rufinoff, a sophomore here at Rock Canyon, to understand the impacts of the disease and how she has helped fund the research for cancer.
So cancer is a genetic mutation in your cells that can create like a mass or just is a foreign cell to what is normally in your body. There are many different types of cancer. Some are like skin cancer, lung cancer. I'm sure everyone's heard quite the general. But I fundraised for blood cancer. So leukemia and lymphoma are like the main blood cancers. My grandma passed away from ovarian cancer when I was 5. My mom was diagnosed with melanoma 5 years ago and then relapsed like 2 years ago. So she was on Keytruda, which is a type of radiation and like treatment for 2 years. And then when she relapsed, she didn't have to go on any of that just because it was like a smaller mass. Most recently, my grandpa had bladder cancer last year and kept like getting infected because he also has like diabetes, so it was like a super weakened immune system. So he like was in and out of rehab for treatments and trying to find like something to nourish him. Just like the general cause of trying to help people and like experiencing firsthand how terrible cancer is and like how hard it is to find funding and even the effects on family members. So my goal initially was $50,000 and I thought that was like a stretch, and then I ended up raising almost $130,000. So LLS is the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and they do like different programs like Man and Woman of the Year and then Students of the Year. So they just take people in local areas and have them fundraise for the common goal of LLS. And one of my dad's clients' daughter did the campaign in Wisconsin, and I thought it was a really cool concept, just like helping people and funding research and families. So I signed up I didn't even know like what it was. I was just kind of like, oh, this will be a good experience. And it was. It was something to do, you know, and for a good cause. So it was a lot of like sending letters and outreach to some people that like my parents have met over the years, my uncles and aunts, their connections. So just like a really broad spectrum of people, like, asking them for money. It's kind of uncomfortable, but like after you get used to it, you're just kind of like, oh yeah, can I have $10,000? Because I was one of the top fundraisers, I got to pick like what portfolio mine went to, and I directed mine towards the Children's Initiative, because leukemia and lymphoma is like the leading pediatric cancer. Meeting some of the kids with leukemia and lymphoma as like little children is really hard to see, you know, when they talk about it and they're just like, it's hard to see. So you just kind of want to help children like overcome that. They had like a hero of the campaign, which is like a little kid that they pick to be like the face of the campaign. Jalen was the one for this year and last year too, but he was the sweetest little boy ever. I think just like seeing him, hearing him talk about his experiences was like the most impactful thing. What I'm doing is helping this kid with whatever he needs help with, like funding for his treatments, just trying to like recover from everything.
$127,136,000 raised is Lexi Rufinox.
Thank you so much, Lexi, for your incredible work with LLS. Feel free to donate yourself at lls.org and help those less fortunate. In sports today, girls JV and varsity soccer play against Castleview, with JV at Castleview and varsity at the DC Stadium. AP testing started this week and will continue into the next, so those of you taking an AP, make sure you've studied hard. Well, that's all we've got for today. Come to the Film Fest tonight at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. Be there. I gotta say, it's been a pleasure serving you all. Agreed. We'll miss you all. As we leave you off today, here's a list of all the Community Service Award winners who have gone above and beyond at volunteering. Great job, Jags. And in case we don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.